Hello everyone and welcome to week 10 of the TBL. Now I am going to be a little bit quiet in this team builder just because I am actually recording this video at 1:15 in the morning. I don't have time tomorrow to record it, and so I need to make sure I get it done in time. Now I am having the battle tomorrow, so wanted to make sure I recorded this before the battle. If you guys didn't know, I almost always do try to record the team builder before I record the battle, just so I don't put in things that happen during the battle and look like I'm predicting too well. So almost all of these are recorded in advance, so just a heads up on that. Anyway, this is the final week of the regular season. We're going to be facing the Wisconsin Whimsicotts, coached by Alex, and we have locked up our playoff spot. We are 5-4. He is not going to make the playoffs, but this game does potentially matter for seeding, as well as, bragging rights here at the end of the season. So his team is Victini, Garchomp, Alakazam, Milotic, Aerodactyl, Umbreon, Blaziken, Alolan Raichu, Barbaracle, Togedemaru, and Mega Abomasnow. We're going to be rocking out, starting off with our Claydol, which is going to have Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Earth Power, and Ice Beam, holding the leftover. Sentry is going to be our specially defensive Pokemon this week, so Max HP, Max Special Defense, Calm Nature. Pretty standard set. I didn't want to run anything too crazy this week on this. I just was running some standard stuff at the end of the season just to get it honestly get it done. I am going away, as some of you know. While this video is being posted, I am currently traveling the Baltics, exploring Europe and seeing some stuff out there. So I do have, it's kind of time crunch to get everything done, but hopefully everything gets done well. I didn't want to do anything crazy. I just wanted to have a fun battle this week. So first off is Sentry. Second off, we have Cradle Me, the Cradilly, going to be holding the leftovers as well. Rockin' Storm Drain with Giga Drain, Earth Power, Recover, and Toxic. He does have so many ground type weaknesses in Victini, in Blaziken, in Alolan Raichu, in Barbaracle, and Togedemaru that I was like, okay, having ground coverage, very, very important this week. Toxic, useful against most of his team. Obviously not the Alakazam, not the Togedemaru, but just about everything else doesn't appreciate being toxic. And some of the safe switch-ins to Cradilly, especially the Victini, really don't appreciate being toxic at all. Not to mention that I can then go for an Earth Power if he does come in with the Victini. We do have the Recover just for, why not have the Recover? We are Storm Drain, we can handle the Milotic really, really well. Max Physical Defense and with Giga Drain can definitely handle Milotic. Handles Aerodactyl much, much better. So hopefully this thing does give me some answers to his team. Now next up we have Scolipede, Sanic rocking the Ground EMZ, speed boost for its ability, obviously with Earthquake, Mega Horn, Aqua Tail, and Protect. This thing has 12 HP, 252 attack, and 244 speed with a Jolly Nature, allows it to guarantee to outspeed anything base 110, which is the Alolan Raichu, as you know. So that's why this thing is here. It is going to be able to click Ground EMZ on so much of his team, with the exception of Aerodactyl. I mean, it hits everything incredibly hard. So there's really no downside to having the Ground EMZ Earthquake as long as he doesn't go into the Aerodactyl. If he does, I have the Aqua Tail for that, and Mega Horn will cover the Mega Abomasnow, which the ground type move doesn't cover, as well as the Umbreon and Alakazam, which the ground type move isn't super effective against. Garchomp is the only thing that I don't have super effective coverage for, and Milotic, but I do hit them super hard with a Ground EMZ Earthquake or a Mega Horn. It's neutral on both. So hopefully Sanic puts in some work this week. Next up we have Lieutenant Tapu Lele, Moonblast, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ground. Now of course, because of the Hidden Power and his team is being genned, I do have it set to level 100, so let's put it back to level 50. So you guys can see the actual stats of 108 HP, 252 special attack with modest nature, and 148 speed. This thing is designed to outspeed Milotic, it's designed to outspeed the Blaziken, so stuff like that. And additionally, the Hidden Power Ground, obviously, like I said, having ground type coverage against his team is just super, super important. Moonblast handles a lot of things like the Garchomp, the Umbreon. Psychic is just generally good to have. It doesn't really handle anything that nothing else handles except maybe the Blaziken, but it does so much when you Psychic Terrain Psychic, and he has only one Dark type in Umbreon, which is not a safe switch into Tapu Lele at all. So this Choice Scarf and that speed, we are going to be able to outspeed everything on his team, and I like the idea of having that because he can't use priority. Not that he has that much priority on his team, but he can't use it anyway. And Thunderbolt will cover the Aerodactyl if that is what switches in, although Moonblast and Psychic still do a ton of damage to that. The only thing I really don't hit that hard is Victini, but again, Choice Scarf Hidden Power Ground will at least hit Victini decently hard, so it doesn't hurt to have it. Next up we have Mega Absol, the Girahim, Obviously, we're looking at regular Absol stats here, so let me just type in the Mega here so that you guys. Well, let me go through the set first, and then I'll show you what the stats look like. But so this is the Absol set, and it is going to be rocking 36 HP, 252 attack, and 220 speed with a jolly nature. This thing is Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Play Rough, Substitute. I know that Sucker Punch and Tapu Lele don't get along that well, but it is really important to me to have that priority for the Victini mostly. But just for everything on his team, I mean, having access to priority is really important sometimes. Even though I outspeed most of the stuff on his team, it doesn't hurt to have it. Knockoff is super useful against his team just as a utility move. It doesn't handle anything specifically, but my Milotic and Umbreon both don't appreciate it. And Play Rough, obviously there for things like the Umbreon that could switch in and just not take any damage. Substitute is going to be really helpful, I think, this week against something like a Milotic, something like an Umbreon, something like an Alolan Raichu that's not going to hit me super hard. He doesn't want to stay in at all, and I can just substitute and potentially proceed to sweep with a substitute up between Sucker Punch, Knockoff, and Play Rough. So that is the Absol set we're running this week, and right here on the screen you guys can see what the actual stats look like of Mega Absol as opposed to the regular Absol that is up here right now. And lastly, we have Voltaire the Jolteon coming back this week. Pretty much the same set. I switched out Heal Bell for Reflect, but otherwise same max HP, max special attack, modest nature with 4 speed, but Quick Feet allows to outspeed everything, even if it's Choice Scarfed, actually. And so it outspeeds Choice Scarfed Aerodactyl, which is pretty incredible. And Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and Shadow Ball covers a significant amount of his team. Obviously, I don't have the ground coverage on this because I do have the electric coverage and the ice coverage, which covers a lot of things, and Shadow Ball covers the Victini as well. So hopefully this team does what it did last time and gets a huge win this week for me. That would be really, really impressive and really, really nice to end the season on a big win, finish 6-4. I would love to see that. Now, obviously, that may or may not happen, and it is what it is. I am going away, and I am like trying to get 100 things done. So battle should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if it was quiet. I'm sorry if the commentary is a little bit weird this week, and if I'm a little bit all over the place, just trying to get everything out of the way and get it all completed. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support that I've gotten on this channel, and we have a lot of things coming up in the future, so I hope you guys are sticking around for that. Take care, everybody.